California is packed with bucket list stops like Yosemite, the Golden Gate Bridge, and Joshua Tree. But let's be honest, those places are crowded and well known. So today we're skipping the usual and diving into the hidden gems. I'm talking about fossilized forests, magic art gardens, and desert towers that look like they belong in a dream. These are the spots most people drive past without even knowing that they're here. So if you're down to explore the weird, the quiet, and the unexpected, then this list is for you, and let's jump in. First up, we have the Elephant Sealrookery in San Simeon, California. Just off Highway 1 near San Simeon, there's a random pull-off where hundreds of elephant seals sprawl out like sunbathers. It's free to visit, easy to access, and totally wild. Kinda like you're watching a nature documentary in real life. Depending on the season, you might catch them fighting, molting, mating, or just making the weirdest honking noises you've ever heard. It's low effort, high payoff, and one of the coolest stops on the Central Coast. Next up, we have the Trona Pinnacles in Trona, California. The Trona Pinnacles look like they were dropped on Earth from another planet. These jagged, towering spires are made of ancient lakebed deposits, and they've been featured in everything from sci-fi flicks to car commercials. Getting there feels like a mini off-road adventure. It is a bumpy dirt road, but it's doable for most cars. And then once you arrive, you can wander freely among the formations. It's a great spot for stargazing or just that, wow, where am I type feeling. Next up, we have Castle Crags State Park. Tucked away in Northern California, Castle Crags is like a quieter, lesser-known cousin of Lassen National Park, with massive granite rocks rising out of the thick pine forest. The main hike to the base of the crags is tough, but the views are ridiculous, especially when you catch a glimpse of Mount Shasta peeking through the clouds. It feels like you're stepping into a fantasy novel, and odds are you'll have the trail mostly to yourself. There's also a campground here that's super peaceful and has some great dark skies for stargazing. It's the kind of place that makes you wonder why more people haven't heard of it. Following that, we have Glass Beach and Fort Bragg. At first glance, Glass Beach looks like any other stretch of rocky coastline until you realize that the sand is glittering with colorful sea glass. This place used to be an old dump site, and over the years, the ocean turned all the trash into tiny pieces of glass. Now it's a beachcomber's dream with bits of green, blue, and amber glass sparkling in the sun. Don't pocket any, removing glass here is illegal, and leaving it for the next curious traveler is way cooler. Go at low tide for the best views and tide pools. Next up, we have the Tufa Towers at Mono Lake in Lee Vining. Mono Lake is weird in the best way. It's salty, old, and filled with otherworldly towers called tufas. These craggy limestone formations rise straight out of the water and look like something you'd find on another planet. The best time to visit is early morning or golden hour when the light makes everything glow. It's peaceful, eerie, and photogenic, plus the flies and birds give it a totally surreal vibe. Following that, we have Fin Cove in Davenport. Just off Highway 1 near Santa Cruz, Fin Cove is a hidden beach with a giant rock in the middle shaped like, you guessed it, a shark fin. It's not marked well, so most people drive right past it without knowing it's even there. The walk down to the beach is short and steep, and once you hit the sand, you're in your own little world. It's moody and dramatic, especially on foggy days. Next up, we have Mitchell Caverns and Mojave National Preserve. Smack in the middle of the desert, you'll find this hidden gem. Mitchell Caverns is a cluster of limestone cave packed with stalactites, stalagmites, and natural history. You can only visit on a guided tour through the park, but honestly, it makes the whole experience feel more like a true expedition. The drive out here is part of the fun, with long empty roads and a wide open sky. Not many people make the trek, but those who do never forget about it. Following that, we have the Giant Rock in Landers. This isn't just a big rock, it's a giant rock. One of the most enormous freestanding boulders in the world, smack dab in the middle of the high desert. It's steeped in UFO history, spiritual strangeness, and Cold War secrets. No joke, someone used to host alien contact meetings here. Today it's cracked and covered in graffiti, but that only adds to the strange vibe. You can drive right up to it and wander around, and it's quiet and bizarre and kind of feels like you're on another planet. Following that, we have the Petrified Forest in Calistoga. Imagine a whole forest frozen in time. I guess it literally is. The Petrified Forest in Calistoga was buried by a volcanic eruption over 3 million years ago, and what's left behind are ancient redwood trees turned entirely to stone. It's only a short hike, but it feels strangely prehistoric, like you're walking through a fossil museum that nature made by accident. The staff here are super knowledgeable if you're into geology, but even if you're not, it's still a wild thing to see that most wine country visitors have no clue even exists. Lastly, we have Queen Khalifas Magical Circle in Escondido. Tucked away in a quiet park in Escondido, Queen Khalifas Magical Circle is a vibrant explosion of mosaic art, mirrors, and colors. Created by a French artist, this sculpture garden is inspired by California's mythical warrior queen, and it feels like you're stepping into a fairy tale. There are towering figures, serpent walls, and patterns that shimmer in the sun. It's like a cross between an art museum and a playground for your imagination. It's only open during specific hours and specific days, so be sure to check ahead before you go. Trust me, it's 100% worth planning for though. Alright, there you have it, some of my favorite places in California that are flying under the radar. Be sure to let me know how many you knew in the comments and if there's another hidden gem that you would like to share. That's it for this one, and we will see you on the next one.